Hi!
Hi, everyone. Welcome to our last Wolf Hotel live show. We are really excited. Well, I'm really excited to talk about this series.
Yeah.
So Sam's going to be a little late, so she'll pop on whenever she gets home, I guess. Whenever she can, but she said she was going to be a little late. Is it on? Did it show up for you guys?
Let me see.
It's not showing up for me.
Yeah. It says 12 people are watching.
Oh, there we go.
Yep.
It always happens.
Oh, yeah, I see it now.
Huh. Now I just got notification that you're live.
Very cool. Hello, people. So we're going to talk about which two books? Surrender
and Teach Me.
Teach Me, and then Surrender to Me. Those are the last two books in the Wolf Hotel series, which I will say are my two favorites of the series. So, I guess we can start. Well, I know McKay and Cheyenne, you've already. Did you guys reread them or no?
I read that series I swear probably 10 times.
Okay. I didn't know if you guys reread it. So, Jess, what did you give Teach Me?
So Teach Me, I think I was a little generous. Like the first half, I was like, this is 2 stars. This is so boring. They're on her farm. I could care less. Whatever. But I loved the second half. So I ended up giving it 4, even though it really should be a 3-star read. And then the second book I gave 3 stars. The only scene I liked was the one with Ronan. That was it. Only scene I liked was the ending scene. So it was just they were happy, and I was like, I don't care that you're happy now. So yeah.
I'm really surprised by that, honestly.
Me too.
Mm-hmm. Really?
So I gave
I only like the smut. That's the only thing I liked about the series. And that was it.
So I gave book 3, so Teach Me, I gave that one 4 stars. I'm pretty sure I gave it 4 stars. And then book 4, the last one, I gave 4.5 stars. I really liked it. I loved, I don't know, I just felt like they both, grew as characters. And I mean, Henry kind of did, but, not as much as she did, so.
Mm-hmm. I mean, the last one, I was like, they're literally just, together, and I...
But, it was them, finalizing things. Finally him locking her down, she's had her full experience, and now it's time to, It wasn't satisfying for you? It wasn't satisfying?
No, I wanted her with Ronan. I was like, well, here he is.
Got to be with Ronan in a great way, in a very, very great way.
I was like, is there nothing that's gonna break him apart? And then they had that whole mine scene. I was like, oh, so it's not really them. It's just oh, he might have been dead, but he wasn't, and then it was fine. Yeah. That's how the last book felt. Yes.
I will say it did feel a little 50 Shades for a second with the whole, getting stuck in the mine.
And then Scott just dies. I'm like, okay.
Oh, yeah.
See, that's why I think because of all that stuff in there, I didn't care the fact that they were together and that they didn't have any relationship problems to be figuring out, and that they were happy because there were enough other plot things going on. Because I also don't like that. It's I don't need to kind of with Hush Hush by Lucia Franco. I actually kind of love that we barely see her and James together at the end. That it's kind of just implied. I'm I love that actually. I don't need to see them being happy as long as there's plot stuff going on.
Yeah.
And I liked the farm scenes. When Margot came to the farm, I liked to see Jed again and him seeing her with someone else and finally realizing that, she really did move on and she wasn't just waiting on him forever.
Mm-hmm. And that was my one thing is that I feel in the third book, she was at the farm a little too long for me.
Yeah.
Because I wanted her, you could tell her mom was manipulating her. Do you know what I mean? When she, faked that heart attack, I was so angry. I was like, I hate it in books when they, stay in toxic, not relationships, but, family dynamics. And I'm like, break that shit off. Just break it. Do it. And she never did for, that long. And I was like, you know what she's doing. You know what it is, I don't know.
Yeah.
That was my one thing with book 4 is that I was like, girl, you're there too long. Just leave him behind. He's your ex. Just leave him just go be with Henry. Just like go travel the world with him. But I did like that Margot came and they had that like photo shoot thing.
Mm-hmm.
I did like Margot a lot.
Oh yeah, I loved her.
Margot's a star.
I freaking love her.
What
What's
is
her
this
name?
Ronan novella?
It's just called Ronan.
Yeah, it's before he went to Wolf Hotel. It's not great.
Oh.
It's like,
Well, then I'm like, give me a book of when they were away from Alaska and like all the employees were getting up to those shenanigans. I was like, I'll read that.
Right.
well, do you remember in the beginning in the first book where he talked about going through a breakup and that was why he went to Alaska? So that's what Ronan is like what happened before and why he ended up leaving. Well, in our interview, and she like, we asked her and she's like, it's not like completely a no on, Ronan and Connor writing one or like a bonus epilogue or like some type of extended thing for like answers that people are wanting. But she's like, I'm not committing to anything. She didn't even like think Wolf Hotel would do great. And I'm like,
yeah. I think she said it was during COVID when in her reader group, because she had it published under Nina West and they were like, do you have anything else? Like anything else I can read? And she was like, yeah, I kind of do. It's this pen name. And I thought that was interesting because I always thought it was under K.A. Tucker, but it's not.
Yeah. And she said she did no research or anything. She was like, I just sat down and wrote. I didn't like plan anything or I just made stuff up in my head and went with it.
I mean, I can tell that, like knowing that and then looking back. It's not the most like fleshed out book in the world or
right.
But it is really enjoyable. Like,
yeah.
I just wish it was just 2 books instead of 4.
Yeah.
Because I would have rated them individually like more, if that makes sense. Like if she just can, like instead of having 4 200-something page books. Yeah. I guess.
Yeah.
Give me the higher the higher book count. Let me feel better about myself for reading 4 books really quickly.
I mean, they weren't super long, so it's not like
no.
a lot to get through.
Yeah.
But I will say I read books 3 and 4 back to back. Like I couldn't stop reading. Like when I was reading book 3, I was like, I think I read them both in like a day and a half.
There was a lot that happened in book 4 for being so short. Like the secret about the mom coming out, Scott dying, the mine thing.
Mm-hmm.
But let me say, okay, the whole scene with Ronan, I was like, at first I was like, no, do not invite him into the bedroom. I was so mad. I was like, why?
And then he's in the chair. He's like,
why are you doing this? But when he said, I want you to have this experience, because he's had that experience with like multiple people, I was like, oh, okay, I get it. He's doing it solely for her. He is literally like sucking it up and dealing with it solely.
Yeah, he's an angel. And the whole time he's like, look at me, just look at me, just look at me. I'm like,
I loved him. At that moment, I was like, I love Henry.
But I think that's the best part was like, he really like wanted her best interest and like wanted her to have all the experience before he actually locked her down, which makes sense. I mean, especially for her being so inexperienced.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I was still just like a little annoyed with how insecure about herself she was. Because even at the end, she's like, oh my God, Ronan would choose me over Margot. And I'm like, girl, it's been 4 books now. Like, have a little bit of self-confidence now. Because in the first book, she's like, I'm just so plain and everyone else is so gorgeous. And I don't love that about characters. So
I don't know. I felt like that was like relatable. I feel like even, I mean, being in a relationship for so long, sometimes you're like, you're going to choose me over like all these other people in the world? I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I can kind of relate to that.
Sarah, what did he say again? Because I can't remember word for word.
What book was this in?
when who left her?
Like when Ronan left the room. Oh, he thanked her or something like that. What did he do?
Oh, I thought she's talking about Henry. That's why I was really confused. Okay.
No, I think she's saying like when he left the room.
But yeah,
I remember getting like emotional about it. I remember
when he sat in that chair. I was like, he's gonna sit and watch this whole thing. There's no way. And then he was like, come over here, and I'm like,
there was no way he was just gonna sit and watch. I was like, something better be happening here, because she almost did it in book 2, and I was mad it didn't happen. We got it.
Yeah, that was.
Also, the shed scene when they're back at the.
And he chucks the lube.
To Ronan. He's
I
like,
forgot about that. I forgot about that.
Love that scene.
that was so funny.
That's why every time I do aesthetics for that book, I always put a shed because I'm like, it's just so funny. It's so funny.
Oh, thank you for having me one last time. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. I felt
Probably
like,
not want to write a book for Ronan and Connor.
I mean, I'm good without it. I'm just thinking they're like happily ever after, living their life, you know, having the same girl and just keeping it going.
I'd only want it if it was like an MMF or like MFM situation. Like they'd have to be with one person. Like I would.
Yeah, that would make sense for them too.
Yeah.
I want a Margot book. I know Kay Tucker was like never say never type of a thing, but
She probably gets it all the time.
Yeah. Margot and the brother from the Empire nightclub series, Caleb, be amazing together. I like someone could write a fanfic about that. But it's just
did those series cross over?
No, it's just her other one that she wrote under Nina West, her pen name.
Okay.
It's a steamier one.
I was gonna ask that.
I think you guys would probably like that. It's more like suspenseful too.
It's like Cartel.
Ooh, okay.
Oh, the mom for sure.
Yeah. The mom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because once Jed saw that she was like happy, like saw her after she came back from Alaska, he kind of backed off. He was like, okay, like we're done. But like her mom would not let it go. And I was like, bitch, I want to snap your neck. Like I was so mad. I was so mad at her. Yeah, Margot is who I aspire to be in life. Also, the one thing that annoyed me, I was like, this bitch has this tiny soap company or candle company, whatever it is, out of this little tiny barn, and she's getting all of this recognition from
Nordstrom.
Henry. And yeah, I was like, they don't want no damn candles or soaps, whatever she makes.
Oh, soap. Yeah.
But also, if I had a Henry in my life, you best believe I would be quitting whatever job that I had, and I'd be like, "Yeah, let me make this little soap business." As a little,
yeah. I would come up with something like.
So she was in no hurry to go back to school. She's like, no, I'm good.
Yep.
I would only do it once I got bored. See, I love Gideon and I love Christian, so I ought like from book 1, I think, or 2, our first live show, I was like, yeah, no, I love Henry. Like, I know I'm gonna love him.
I did like Henry more by the last book.
Have you guys all read 50 Shades? I know, Tori, you have. Cheyenne and Jess, have you guys read 50 Shades?
The first book.
No, I'm good just with the movies.
Okay. I was just curious.
They were really poorly. So
I've heard that too, so that's why I don't care.
But I've watched the movies, like rewatched them like a couple times.
Oh, look at that comment. Tabitha, Margot, and Eden from Salacious Players Club. They're similar.
Yeah, they are.
yeah, but I didn't need an epilogue.
Yeah, I don't like epilogues.
I agree.
I mean, it was obvious when he found that ring, he was going to give it to her. So
Yeah, I was in between. Like, well, I'm always in between with epilogues. Like, sometimes I love them, sometimes I don't really need them, if that makes sense.
Well, and then we got a scene of like Abby with Margot too. Do you remember that scene in the water?
Oh,
there, yeah. I know, it was so funny because then they were like, she was with Henry, Margot, Ronan, and Connor, and she's like, I've
been with all of them.
all of you. She's like, I'm not allowed to say that. I'm embarrassed. And I'm like, you have been with all of them.
Could you imagine like the 5 of them?
That's what I thought was going to happen in that hot tub, and I was like,
McKay.
I'd be here for it.
I was disappointed it did not go that far.
Like, I mean, I find it cool that like you trust someone that much that you can like invite someone else, like Margot, and then like Ronan and like all that stuff. But like,
It's maturity. I thought
yeah,
he showed a lot of maturity.
yeah. I read 50 Shades when I was like 17. It's probably not the best thing to read when you're 17. Exactly.
I mean, 50 Shades got a lot of people into reading.
Yeah. Like before that, I read all like the Twilight and like Vampire Werewolves, like YA romance type books. And then I was like,
I used to think Hunger Games was like romance,
Mhm.
like PETA and whatever. Like, who's she gonna pick? It's a love triangle. No.
now we know where your love from love triangles, like where it comes from.
Maybe, I don't know. I feel like I've read them all by now. I have like none left. So
No love triangles.
no, when I'm slumpy, I'm like, I don't have any. I don't know any other ones.
Yeah, that's how I feel with student teacher. I'm like, I feel like I've literally read everything, and then when I ask people, every single one I'm like, I've read.
No, I have two that I don't think you've read.
What one?
Did you read Blurry by Michelle Hercules?
No, no.
Okay. And what about A Place Without You by Julie Ann?
No, where were these when I've asked?
I told you I don't know how many times, girlfriend.
I have never heard of these.
Have you read the Marley Valentine one I told you?
Oh, is that the blue cover on the beach one?
No, Delivery? Or Devilry? Sorry, Devilry.
Oh, that one. Yes, I put that on a TBR a while ago, and then of course I never got in the mood to read it. But yes, I do have that one on my TBR.
That's an MM, professor student though.
Yes. Oh, that's fine with me. Love that.
I can't even think of like. Sorry.
What?
Tori,
You go ahead.
Well, I was gonna change to Julianne.
That's fine.
Okay.
What about it?
Read Pieces of a Life.
Her new one?
Yeah.
No, not yet.
Can that be read as a standalone?
It's a duet.
Well, it says
So
it's book 1, but it's book 3.
Yes. So the first two are The Life That Mattered and The Life That You Stole.
Yes.
Those go together, and then Pieces of a Life, and then whatever the next one. I think it comes out now. It just came out or something.
Yeah, it said the 19th it came out. But can I
so
read
that's
the first two?
Those are duets, and then another duet, but it's like all one series.
Okay.
I've
I
read The
can't.
Life That Mattered and The Life You Stole. You can. I think you can.
Because I got a copy of that one, so I didn't know if I could just read it.
No, I think you can. Who does it say the does it say the names of the male and female lead?
Colton and the heroine. It says on the cover. Josie.
Yeah, I think that you can read them as standalones. I don't remember them in the first duet.
Okay.
Someone asked
Did
me
you
how
guys
we
like
feel
this
about.
better than 50 Shades?
No. Well, I read 50 Shades at like way long ago, so it's like more nostalgic than anything. But I think that I like this series better in comparison because it's a lot shorter.
True.
And it basically is like very similar story. Like you have this young girl. I mean, she's not as young as Abby was, but like same similar kind of vibes. And he's a billionaire and he has a lot of money and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I do think the writing, like I love Kay Tucker's writing, so
Oh yeah.
much better.
It's very addicting. Like you just read through it really quickly.
It's very quick, yeah.
What do we
She
think about
writes-
Henry's brother?
Whose brother?
Henry's brother?
Oh,
It did end very abruptly. It was like he knocked him in the head too hard and he's dead. I'm like, okay.
yeah. I don't know. I felt like we could have maybe done without like even like the plot with his mom. I didn't really care about that. I was just like that was kind of pointless.
And it was over very quickly. It was like in and out in like half of a book out of 4. So
Yeah. I think it was more so maybe just to show some type of family dynamic from his side, but I don't know. I think just saying he doesn't have a relationship with his family could have been enough.
Yeah, no, I agree with that.
Well, then he never would have gone down into the mine and almost died. So
True. Or Abby could have run in the mine. She could have run in there and he could have went to save her.
But
See,
I
here's
love
the
that
thing.
Ronan and
She could have
Connor
been
were
looking for
both
him. I know, but she could have been looking for Henry, and they could have gone down there, and then, yeah, and then Henry would have been like,
What
I
happened
thought I was
in
going to lose her, and I didn't, and it could have been a whole plot twist.
I love a moment of peril, even when you know that they're gonna survive because it's a romance. Like in Long Way Down, when Reich fell off of that mountain, I was like, "Oh
Oh,
my god!"
yeah.
Like obviously, you know he's gonna be okay. Like they're not gonna kill him, but I love that. I love that pick out.
Okay, see, I think Henry was really, really, really possessive. But there's like that maturity, like you said, Cheyenne, where he's like, I know that she needs this. And I'd rather like be there with her to experience and have her experience this before we like move forward and get married and have babies and start a life and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, he's like, I don't like to share, but I'll like be there with you while you have these. I mean, you won't be by yourself. It won't be that kind of thing, but and then eventually, because when you're mine, I'm not sharing you.
Officially when you're mine, like officially, when you got my ring on your finger.
Yep. I just think like all the side characters were really enjoyable. I think that made it fun.
Yeah, I agree.
I could have done without Jed coming back in the picture, but that's pretty much the only one. I did like her dad. Her dad, when he finally he's had a heart attack, right? That's what he had.
I thought he got hurt.
Oh, he fell off the thing. Yeah. When he was in the hospital, and like after that, he was like slowly starting to be on her side, and I'm like, yes.
But even then, like he knew that her family didn't like him, and he showed up at the hospital.
Yeah,
like just did what he needed to do.
That's a Henry Wolf thing. That's a very Henry Wolf thing to do.
Got her reliable transportation.
Yes. But even when he came to like help her on the farm, I thought that was like super sweet. Like, you know, you guys like small town. Come on.
Listen, I like small town. I don't like farm, barn, and all that stuff. That's not my.
It didn't feel like super farmy to me. Maybe that's just because
there was a hell of a lot of pickup trucks that kept being mentioned, and I was like, okay.
Well, he bought her a truck.
See, I like the billionaire romance. Yeah, I like the billionaire romances where they're like traveling the world, and I just wanted her to leave and go be with like Henry and travel, and they could have dealt with whatever the hell they wanted to, just be traveling and spending money and. Because I like it.
I get it.
Agreed.
The biker bar situation. I agree with that. That was a little. But when they were in the car afterwards.
I was going to say, yes. That's when things started getting interesting.
That reminds me of that QB Tyler book. Isn't it QB Tyler?
Oh, they go out. Love Unexpected. Don't they leave a bar and go out and hook up in a car? Yeah.
Yes. I was like having the same. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
They had a lot of watching in this series. Like people, like some people really love to watch other people, and like it was just
aware
constantly. Like he was the car thing.
But every single character was also very horny. Like every single character, especially in Alaska.
I did like it that they bought her a new truck.
Oh, Jess.
I'm like literally, and when they went back to Alaska, like, oh yeah, they had this secret club, and I was like, of course they did. What else do we have to do in Alaska?
Well, remember when they're at Henry's grandma's cabin or something like that, and like the cameras are there, and she's screwing Ronan on in his grandma's room, like.
I know, so I don't get that. Where it's like, oh, I'm gonna do his birthday cake thing at this cabin where she was with Ronan, and I'm like. Okay.
But remember, Henry found out. He knew.
Yeah, I know. But I'm like, you like tainted that memory.
Yeah. Yeah, but that truck scene was just. It's good. It was good.
That was her
a lot.
There
was a lot of good steamy scenes that like I really will remember.
She said, remember in the interview where she's like, I was not sober. Or like any of that. She's like, I was like a bottle deep or something. Like, yeah. I don't remember any of that. I was not sober.
But isn't her like Kay Tucker stuff not even?
No, it's Fade to Black. It's like Fade to Black.
And she had that in her. Like, put that in your Kate Tucker stuff. Come on.
I know.
I'm like, I'd read The Simple Wild if it had something like that in it.
Didn't she say something about like she kept the Nina West stuff separate, or she kept the Nina West pen name because she was not under contract with her publisher?
Well, yeah, her publisher didn't want her to write something like that steamy and that spicy, so she wanted to go outside of her like normal, I guess.
Which makes sense. And then she said once her contract was up, that's why she put it back in K. Tucker. Yeah, I remember that. I just want to make sure I got it right when I was.
Someone else also said that Nina West is a drag queen's name, like a famous drag queen.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so they're like, whenever you say that, I think of the drag queen. I'm like, oh.
Looking that up.
Is the whole series Fade to Black?
I don't know. I guess I don't know if it's Fade to Black. I think it's got. I mean, I remember scenes with like Calla and Jonah, but I don't.
Well, I just read The Simple Wild.
You didn't read the whole series?
No, I stopped after that one because I just had it for Book Bananas. I just had the first book, but they had like a scene, but it was more like towards the end.
Yeah, I think like the next book is probably more, but I remember the last book being like solely them on their like new property together and growing all the vegetables and stuff like that.
And I think I gave it 2 stars. I was like, I am bored out of my mind.
Yeah, I like the third book was really hard to read. She had like a random neighbor who like just kept coming over, and I'm like, I don't care. So McKay, don't read it.
Did anybody else even tell us what their ratings were?
Some people did.
Okay.
If you haven't told us what your ratings were, drop it in the comments. But
I'll start reading anybody's.
Lizelle said she gave book 3 4 stars and then book 4 5 stars. I did see someone on Instagram that I follow. She was going to DNF after book 2, like just not finish the series. Then she read book 3 and she's like, I can't stop, so I have to continue.
That's like Bree from In Love and Words. She was like, I think she give the first book like 4 stars, and then she gave 5 stars to the rest of them. She's like, it's just, well, I think you're either gonna love it or you're gonna hate it. It's not one of those books where you're gonna like learn some big morals thing behind. Like it's not gonna be impacting. Well, it is to me, but.
I probably would have DNF'd the series if it wasn't for the Readalong.
Well, Jess, I'm really happy. But I'm happy that you finished a series, though.
I did.
Like, we're helping you finish series. You finished the Dubney Perry one.
I did. But I don't love a series following the same couple. I just know that about me, so.
What is the J. Bree books? Do they follow the same people?
Yeah, but it's reverse harem, so.
Okay.
And fantasy, so I feel like there's a lot more.
So, like, is it like her plus 3 guys?
I don't know how many there are.
Yeah, but that's a lot of books, so.
There's 6.
Well, so the last one actually comes out like 4 days before the live show, so we're gonna have to read that a little quick. Hasn't come out yet.
Aren't they like 400 pages or something like that?
The first one's not that long. Because the audio is not that long for the first one.
Is this the one that Lacey read before Polycon? The series? Okay.
I know Jess from Honest Fiction. She loved it.
Yeah, I remember her when I bought the 3 books on Audible, the first 3, because that's all the audio is. She messaged me. She's like, I see that series in there. And I was like, I couldn't say anything because we didn't announce it yet. So I just put like the gritting emoji.
Well, a couple months ago, she posted a reel about it, and I was like, oh, what is that? That looks so good. And she's like, it's fantasy. I was like, oh, I don't know. But I'm going to do it.
There's 5 guys.
That's a lot. That's a lot to keep up with.
But that's a lot of books, so where can you go with that?
Well, I'm assuming because I really like the Dark Side series, Chrissy Cunning, where it's 4 psychos. There's 4 guys, but it's 4 books. But like, there's a big like fantasy plot throughout it too. That's really good.
Right on, Mackie.
Oh wow. Yeah, I know someone who I follow on Instagram too. She's binging. Is it? Who is? Oh my god! I just saw it when I was scrolling through my stories.
Oh, book 3 is 540 pages.
Yeah, I just looked at
The other ones are like 350 and less. The first two.
But they are in all are in Kindle Unlimited.
That's awesome.
Book 4 is also 541 pages.
So I'm assuming they end on a cliffhanger.
Probably. Book 4 is 326 pages.
I don't know if I can do that.
Right? Is that book 4? No, it's book 5.
I'm
So
gonna have
book
to read it
1
back.
are less than 350. 3 and 4 are 540, and then Tragic Bonds book 5 is 300, less than 350.
Oh, but it says book 6 is the last book, so it's like book 6 of 6, so it's done.
I'm so excited.
I'm a little nervous because it's reverse harem, but I'm gonna give it. We'll try it.
Will you read all of them even if you don't love the first one?
I mean, you did with this series, and you wind up like pretty much liking the series. So yeah, unless like it's something like it's a hard no for me. But 5 Guys is a lot to keep up with. Like,
yeah. But you read Lady of Rookstreet Manor.
Yeah, I can't tell you any of the names except the vampire guy.
I don't know their names. I just know what they are.
Yeah, I love the vampire guy. I wanted her to only be with the vampire guy.
But like the Invisible Man?
No, I hated him. I thought he was so weird.
Oh, I love the Invisible Man.
No.
I have a controversial opinion about that. That's why I usually never recommend it or talk about it because I'm like,
oh, it's so good.
But does it all happen at the same time? Like that's a lot. That's a lot body count.
I think there's only like a scene, right? There's only one scene where all 6 of them are together.
Mackie, there is 3 on audio right now. I don't know when the other books are coming out, but they're on the Audible sale. So if you want to pick them up.
So are these people human? Are they human? I just gotta know that.
Wait, and this series coming up?
Yeah.
Someone read it in the comments. Can someone let us know?
Yeah, I was gonna message Jess all my questions.
Like what is their body consisted of? Like what are they?
Do they have wings? Are they fae? Are they human?
Now I'm like, should I buy the audio of Lady of Rookstreet Manor just to like re-listen to it now? Because I really want to after talking about it.
Oh no, I'm not doing that. I'll give you my Audible login and you can listen to it because I have it.
Oh, you have it?
Yeah, that's how I listened to it the first time.
It's only 350. But I've already
There's also they all end on a pretty big cliffhanger, but they're entertaining, so it's a quick read. Oh god, I didn't even read the blurb for these books, so like I literally have no clue.
Someone go find Jess is Real.
Let me go find it. Yeah. Was it a TikTok or a reel?
It was a reel.
Okay. Do you remember how far back it was?
My favorite reverse harem.
You only pick 5 books that you feel define your taste.
Nope, not that one. Nope.
She just read it though, didn't she?
It was like a couple months ago, I think. Maybe a month. Yeah, I don't know, a month or 2.
Oh. No. What
I don't
real? I literally don't see this reel.
I'll look for it when we get off and I'll send it to
Okay. Yeah, I don't do spiders. That is one thing I'm nervous about, but
Wait, is one of them a spider?
It just has a spider on the cover.
Yeah.
On a
Please.
guy's face.
Please.
Yeah, I did see that. I don't like that cover, but as long as they're not actual spiders, like spider,
Yeah.
then I'm good. If one of them
How
looks
does that even work?
like, I'm out.
Okay, so Lizelle says they are humans with powers.
Oh, okay, I can do that.
There's no spice in book 1.
Jail.
Who picked this series? Who did it?
Okay, has anybody read Guild by Raven Kennedy?
No.
No.
I DNF'd it after like 3 chapters.
Oh, really? I liked it, but I don't know who the love interest is.
Yeah, you don't know shit. Like, you literally don't know anything.
But the book was good. You didn't like it?
I DNF'd after 3 I was like, this bitch is just covered in gold in a cage. I don't care about this right now.
It was good.
Did you listen to the audio?
Yeah.
Is that an audible sound?
Yeah.
I can't.
I thought
Sam's read it.
It was really good. I liked it. But I don't know who her love interest is.
Do you have like is it a love triangle type thing? Like she has to choose?
No.
Or you just don't know?
She's like a slave of the king.
Yeah. King Midas.
She like kind of like the king. But then she leaves and stuff happens. And then one guy was like, ooh, maybe he is. And then he dies. And I'm like, okay, no, he's not the love interest. He's dead. So, I don't know.
Monica said I want her to love her love interest.
Yes. He's not available anymore, though. So.
You set up really quickly. I need you to like not do that so you don't throw out your back. Okay.
I have my pillow here. It's fine.
I know Sam's read the first 2, but I don't remember. I mean, I'm assuming she liked it because she bought the hardback.
I got the second one on audio, so I know for sure. I don't know how much the first one was because I bought it the day before the sale started, but yeah.
Okay, so this is. Oh, sorry. You can go ahead.
Oh, I'm just saying I was glad I didn't buy the 4th book of the Wolf Hotel on audio. It just went by so fast that it was fine reading physically.
Of the Guild.
Yeah, she posted back to October 28th.
You okay, Jeff?
Yeah, I just brought it back. I'm getting old.
This movie's so old.
I need to look up a picture because I have an image in my mind of yeah, I just can't picture the mom. I know what movie it is. I just can't picture the mom from it.
Leonardo DiCaprio was like 13 in it, wasn't he?
Isn't it What's Eating Gilbert Grape? Is that what it's called?
Yeah, actually, that's like pretty accurate, honestly. Yep.
There's still no romance in book 3. It's really good though.
That's how I felt about that Savage Lands by Stacey Marie Brown.
Yeah, she's gonna be at our signing, and I didn't know if I should try to read that before.
So,
but I think Sam hated it, right?
Sam read it, and I don't know how far she got. I think there's 6 books in that series, and it's supposed to be like enemies to lovers. And you have like obviously it's her fated mate, like you can tell, you know, like you're reading it like 3rd point of view type of a thing. And they just constantly, like, it was like the 3rd or 4th book and like nothing happened between them. And I was so mad. I'm like, how many times can he freaking save her with explosives and like bombing everyone? I'm like, what is happening? There's nothing happening right now. I was so mad. I'm like, this is supposed to be a fantasy book. There's nothing happening. Literally nothing. So I gave up on that series. I don't think I'll ever read that series. Because it was just like, it's so frustrating. I'm like, don't drag it out like that when there's no plot,
like,
and you're not
so many books.
Yeah, and you're not giving me any plot that makes sense, and you're not giving me any freaking romance. Like, one or the other. Come on. Someone said, anyone reading Pen Pal? I'm starting Pen Pal tomorrow.
Nope.
I'm like 30% into it.
Isn't it short?
Like 300 pages.
Yeah, it's not. I think it's like 300 something pages.
Okay.
I did get a little spooked last night when I was reading it though, because there was like, I get scared by everything. Okay. I was worried because she's like, I think I hear someone in my house. And then she's like, I feel like someone's watching me. And it's like in the middle of the night. So then I'm laying in my bed in the middle of the night reading this. And I was like, bitch. I did get a little spooked, but it's not like scary overall.
It's just like that Belladonna book, because I started a vlog where I'm reading those, A Light Lark and Belladonna. Mm-hmm. And they said Belladonna has horror aspects. And I'm like, bitch, this is a YA fantasy. I picked up this YA fantasy because I don't do well with horror. Mm-hmm. Why is there horror?
It sounds like you're saying whore. Why is there horror?
Horror?
Horror. It sounded like you were just saying whore instead of like horror.
Whatever. I say things weird, okay?
I love Haunting Adeline. I know you didn't, Tori. I'm sad that you didn't love it.
I don't know. Maybe I wasn't in the right mindset for it. I don't know. I feel sad.
No, it is slow. It's definitely like a slow going book. I didn't like it. I gave that one 4 stars. Hunting Adeline, I think, is by far better. But obviously,
So,
to get to that one.
So we're going to the Kentucky signing next week, and the only person I pre-ordered from was H.G. Carlton, and I pre-ordered "Does It Hurt" and the duet, right? So she sent me the invoice after everyone was like, Sam was like, I hated, or she DNF'd "Does It Hurt," and I was like, red flag number 1. Red flag number 2 is when I read Haunting Adeline. I was like, oh my God, I don't like this, and I don't know how I'm gonna feel about the second book. So I just never paid her invoice, and she canceled it today. I feel so bad. I mean, like, it'll be sold. Like, she'll sell those books, but I feel so bad because I've never done that before. But I was like, I don't want to pay $54 for these books. I feel bad.
I just wrote it from Sarah Kate, and that's the only one.
I missed hers. I'll just have to.
And I paid it, so.
Look, I've never done that before, and I felt so bad. I was like, oh, I purposely didn't pay for it, but she canceled it. Okay.
I mean, that's fair, though. If you read them and didn't like them.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I know. I can tell Hunting Adeline is gonna be like more quick paced because he's like even more obsessed with her and like all this stuff like that. But I'm just like, oh, that first book was rough for me.
Are you guys gonna read her other series? Well, McKay, you said you read it. Nina West. Sorry, I just went back to our read along.
Oh,
yes,
I've read it.
I already was thinking about it.
Yes, I did read. I read all 4 of them in the other series.
Oh, there's 4?
Yeah, it's similar. Yeah, similar to this, and also like all similar length. They're all like around 230 to like 270 pages. So again, like pretty quick to get through. Yeah, I liked it. I gave all of those books 4 stars. Like I definitely enjoyed that series, and it had like the same addictive quality. But I loved Wolf Hotel way more.
Does it follow the same couple?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Her dad is in prison, and his dad is in prison, and they like meet while they're on visitation.
Mm.
And he's like, you're not a good guy.
Oh.
She's trying to like have her dad protected, so she makes a deal with him.
Yeah, I don't think I'll get the audios for this one. They're on sale, but they're in Kindle Unlimited, so. Interesting. Oh, his name's Gabriel.
Is she gonna write any others under her Nina West pen name?
I don't think so. I don't think she's going back.
Empire?
Empire Nightclub. The first book is Sweet Mercy.
If you if you're on Amazon and you type in Nina West, you have to scroll down a little bit and they'll come up, but they're under K.A. Tucker, like officially on Amazon. It's under
And they are spicy.
more spicy than Wolf Hotel.
I think you get a lot of it in the first book. Or this is it the first or the second one?
The first 2 I feel like are really spice heavy, but then like the 4th one has maybe like 1 scene, if that.
Yeah.
And I don't think there's not like any, like activities with other folks like that happens with the Wolf Hotel series.
Yeah, it's different, but spicy.
Oh, good.
It's her thing.
It is her thing. Do you know how long this book is?
Like, isn't it like 600 pages? Something like that?
Like, All Roads Lead Here is a chunker. Like that.
But it's so good.
The Wall of Winnipeg is really long.
I want to buy her books to take with me to Book Bonanza next year because I know she's going to be there. But that's going to take up so much damn room in my freaking suitcase.
570 pages.
Yeah. There's a lot of newer authors that are writing books that are that long right now too. So
true.
I feel like that's the thing. The words is really long
books. We could ask Tabitha if we can ship stuff from Amazon to her house, and she bring it for us, and then she mail it home for us.
We could. We definitely could do that.
How much did that cost? I mean, you guys don't have to answer this on here, but when you guys like did media mail, was that really expensive though to ship like
The whole
big-
box of books was less than $15.
Really?
I think mine was like 18 because I purposely put more in my box because I was scared. I didn't want to be overweight.
That's so much cheaper than what I thought you were gonna say.
Yeah, no. Media
It
mail
was
is
definitely less than 20.
Yeah.
Which is way cheaper than paying $50, $100 for an overweight suitcase. So
Yeah.
I love them.
Me too.
Oh, give me a Rex. I didn't see that part. I loved the Lady of Rooksgrave Manor. The Tate James writes really good ones. So Madison Kate and Hades are really good.
I like Hannaford Prep, the other J. Bree one. She's young, but
Yeah, I didn't love that one.
If you
Is
want
it-
one like following the same couple or like people like Wolf Hotel and like very dramatic, the Groupie series by C.M. Stunich. It's 3 books and it's like a rock star reverse harem.
Hi, Sam. Oh, I forgot about this one. Yeah.
yeah.
Wait, is this reverse? Well,
Did you read this one?
I did, and I liked it. I gave it 4 stars.
Yeah, it's reverse harem.
Yeah, but I don't know. I feel like I would just count like I was just going into that thinking it's just like polyamorous. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, are there only 2 guys?
No, there's 3.
3. But she doesn't pick one.
And that's why I
Yeah,
gave it 4
Lilac.
stars. Yeah, that's why I gave it 4 stars because I like in Credence, she picks one, and I love who she picked.
I'm gonna look.
I have this in my Audible cart right now.
I love that book.
What did
Also the Lords of Pain trilogy by Samantha Rose and Angel Lawson.
Tori, you just bought that.
What?
Isn't that the one with the skulls on the cover?
What?
Yeah, the Lords of Pain series.
Isn't that the one where she's like being choked?
Oh,
Lords of Wrath.
On the cover.
yeah,
Yeah.
I did buy that. I did buy that.
I keep thinking of like Paper Princess.
By Erin
Paper
Moore?
Princess.
I love that.
I loved that series.
I want to do a reread. I think we should do
Or
it
yeah, or
long.
what is it? Crap. Elite Kings Club. I like that series.
Wait, is that reverse harem?
Mm-mm.
By Alma Jones?
No, it's not.
Well,
think
no.
I know
Wait,
that.
never mind. That's not. Never mind. No, I take that back. No, it's not.
Paper Princess isn't either.
Yeah, no, but
Oh yeah, it's not. It's not. That's what we're talking about. Yeah, we're talking about reverse harem. I knew that.
so. Yes, what did you rate the last 2 books? And Tori, what did you rate them?
What?
What did you all rate the last 2 books?
3 and 3.5.
I did 4 and 4.5.
Okay.
I love them at the end. Like I love those 2. They're definitely my favorite. I read them back to back too.
I'm late.
Sam, we talked about the scene.
Okay, I was gonna say I'm late to the game, but I want to know thoughts on that scene.
Oh, I loved it.
Okay.
At
Which
first,
one?
I was like, "What the hell?" I was about to get so mad. I was like, "Do not invite him." But then he
Uh-huh.
was like, "It's for you. You need to have that." And I was like, "Okay, I'm good."
The only reason it got 3.5 instead of 3 was because of that last scene. I do really want to read Lily Gold.
Yeah, I read
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Fake Human Benefits. I read that.
Those are the cartoon covers, right?
2 stars? What? People have been obsessed with it on TikTok.
I want to read Paper Princess, the series again.
I think we should do a read along.
I remember I read 2 of those books in one day back when I got them. It was like right after I had bought my Kindle for the first time, and I could not put those down. They were so
They
addictive.
like Yeah.
I was reading them as they came out, so I had to wait for each one.
I remember a scene in there, and I don't know why this scene sticks out to me, but like when who is it? Somebody takes her clothes. Some girls in the locker room take her clothes, and she just walks out in her bra.
Yep.
And then he comes over and he was like, "Put my shirt on." I don't know why that's the one scene that I remember.
I don't know if I remember anything.
I remember when she was like slipped something at a party, but then she was like in a drug-induced state of horniness. Do you remember? Because they literally said like that's what you're experiencing, and I remember reading that and being like, "What is that?"
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
Oh, we need to do a read along.
Oh, I only read the first 3 books.
Those are the only ones about what's the heroine's name? I know the hero's name is Reed, right?
We got Easton.
Ella.
I love Easton.
Ella.
Oh yeah, Easton. I think that's why I was thinking it was reverse harem, but it's not.
She has a thing with like some of the brothers, right?
They have things for her.
I think she like kisses one of them, but like nothing
Okay.
happens.
It's like a yeah.
If someone asks for a reverse harem rec, I know not Cheyenne. I mean,
McKay.
I'm pretty sure Cheyenne you do, but McKay, I know you recently read.
Yeah, maybe
K.A. Knight. K.A. Knight writes a lot of them, but they're just like there's no plot.
No.
Yeah, there's not. But
No. Den of Vipers. I actually liked Den of Vipers.
yeah.
I did read the first book in the St. View Prison series, and that was really good.
What's the St. View Prison series? Who's that? By?
The heroine's sister dies, and it like the heroine brought her sister's ex-boyfriend home, but like they didn't do anything, and so then he wakes up next to her dead body, and then they think he did it, but he didn't. But he goes to jail for it, and then she's like, "Wait, he didn't do it." So then she tries to get him out of jail, and she is gonna have a thing with the lawyer, the prison guard, and the prisoner. Yeah.
Wait, okay. St. View Prison. Okay.
Yeah. It's L. Thorpe. It's really good, the first one.
I literally have it marked as one to read. See, but then I don't remember anything. Okay.
I have to see if my library got the audio of the second one, because I listened to the audio of the first one, but my library doesn't have the rest.
I can't tell you how many times I've almost picked up this damn book, and then I just was like, no, I can't.
Tori, if you don't like reverse harem, I would not read it.
Well, I wanted to do a vlog. I wanted to do a vlog trying reverse harem again, because there's like some I like, some I don't like, some I'm like, it's fine. So I don't think I found like the one that makes me like love them, but I also haven't read that many.
You know? That ain't the one, let me tell you.
I mean, or it could be. I don't know. You never know.
Listen, there's a scene with a water bottle in there that like,
Oh my god.
No.
That, or when she's downstairs with Diesel and he has the knife in her. I was like,
yes,
sir.
Diesel.
I'm sorry. Did you say the knife in her? How's that possible?
That's how.
Oh, yeah, maybe I don't know. It would be a wild ride. Maybe I'll skip that one.
A lot of people really do love it though. It's wild.
But there's like humor behind them too. Like they're actually entertaining characters. They're not just like bad, and they're comedic.
You just can't take it seriously. Like you just have to read it to enjoy it. You know, don't like read it.
Oh, it's by K.A. Knight. Okay.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, this audio is only $5.60 though.
An audio would be interesting of that.
Yeah, I can't.
Yeah.
Do I
Jess
buy
is
it?
like,
I read Diver's Heart, and it had so much potential, and it just
no. Yeah.
If you live in an asylum, yeah.
Isn't it long though?
It's very long.
Yeah.
The audio is 19 hours.
Oh no.
Yeah,
maybe
you would read it faster.
Maybe I'll listen to it on the way to Kentucky. That'll be my audio.
They'll keep you awake.
I know. I need something that's like long. That's gonna keep me awake.
Do a
You would
Marion
finish it
Sonata.
in the drive.
Huh?
You would almost finish it in the drive.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll see. How did we go from Wolf Hotel to Reverse Harem? Like,
Is the knife girl okay? Is she alive?
Oh,
She good.
Fine.
She good. Roxy's good.
Mm-hmm. Actually, she wasn't even the one injured in that. That was Diesel who took the brunt of it.
what?
Tori, I'll explain it to you when we're not live streaming.
Okay.
on
Okay,
YouTube.
it's fine. It's fine.
I was about to say you had to be
Wait,
there,
what
but
is
I
Mrs.
wasn't there.
Monsters, though?
Mm-hmm.
Creative, yeah.
You gotta keep it interesting.
Never mind. I'm not gonna say that. I was gonna say something. Oh, did Piper go away? Lizelle says hi.
Oh, yeah, she's getting ready for bed.
Oh, Sam, we were talking about the new.
She's been summoned.
Oh, she heard her name.
Yes. So Lizelle said hi, and then somebody up here said hi too.
Hi, Lizelle.
And Monica.
Hi, Monica.
Have
a great day tomorrow.
She's so sweet.
So freaking cute.
Oh, good.
Someone else wants to say hi.
Murphy!
The kitty.
Oh, he's a kitty.
Put your clothes back.
Sam, we were talking about the Jay Bree right when you were getting on.
Oh, yes. I'm very excited.
Do you know anything about it?
I know it's reverse harem.
That's it.
That's it.
Okay. Did you read? How did you like Guild?
I liked it. I haven't done my reread yet, but I liked it.
I really liked it. I just finished
Yeah.
it.
I liked book 2 way better.
So, do we know who's the love interest?
As of book 2, I don't know. I think there might be a hint as to who it is, but I'm not sure. And I need to read it. Reread.
True.
I don't want it to be though.
Yeah. Margot needs to have her reverse harem book. Like that's a Margot thing.
Mm-hmm. Didn't what's his name for the book?
Roni?
Yeah.
It's like pre-Wolf Hotel though.
Oh.
Well, we're literally at an hour. I think we did pretty good with that one. Well, do we know who the next live show's on?
Not sure.
Oh, Jess, yeah.
Jess is yours. Yours is the first Jay Bree one, right?
You're talking about just reading sprints or?
Oh no, for the read along. Sorry.
Oh.
It's
Mine.
Jess, yeah. 10/5, October 5th. So 2 weeks. So yeah. Bye. Well, I hope you can join us for that one, the Bonds That Tie series. Is it Broken Bonds or Bonds That Tie? Or both?
The first book is Broken Bonds. The series is Bonds That Tie.
Okay, the Bonds That Tie read along. Hope you can join. Thank you for joining for this one. This one was a fun one. Spicy Billionaire. We love that. So yeah, thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys later.